All right, so this is question number 19. So please stop the video here, read it, and try to solve the first question. All right. Okay. I'm assuming that you did already read it and solve the problem. So let's try to see what's gonna happen, right? So they give you here. This is a gift. I think gift basket store had the following. So they have these items. So they have two categories on coffee or teas, and as well they have another categories with cookies, mugs, and candy, right? So for instance, we have 17 coffee mugs, all right, and we have here 16 tea candy, all right. So that's the table that we have, and what we are looking for the first question. So there are three parts here. The first question is you are looking for probability of tea or candy. Please remember that your answer should be 3 decimal places or a fraction. All right. All right. So let's get to it, and I think let's move to the whiteboard. All right. So we have our table here, and the first question, let's call it A. So A here, the probability of tea or candy. All right, so what is the probability of tea or candy? So this is going to be the number of tea or candy divided by the total number. All right, so what is the total number here? All right, so the total number, I think this is easy to be done. So as long as you add up these numbers, so the totals here are going to be the sum of all these numbers. All right, total is going to be a 13 plus 17 plus 23 plus 16 plus 23 plus 16. Please use the calculator to do this. This is fairly easy. I did it earlier, and this is gonna end up with 108. So 108. So we know what the total number. All right. Okay. So now let's go to the event. Let's look for what is the event of tea or candy. So what the meaning of or? The or meaning here, it means you're gonna select the tea, all the tea. So all the numbers that represent the tea, they are these ones, right? So 16, 23, and 16. And then you're gonna select all the numbers that represent the candy as well. So this is gonna be 23 and 16. Now, the only issue with the or, be careful, do not count this number twice. So every number is counted only once. Do not count the 16 twice. So in that case, this will be 16 plus 23 plus 16 again plus 23 again, and divided by 108. All right. Okay, so let's put this into the calculator. So you're going to be 16 plus 23 plus 16 plus 23 again. And, oh, that is not 16. This is 16 here. Okay, enter. So you're going to be a 78. So your answer should be a 78 over 108. Now, this you cannot enter it as an answer because you don't know what is it. You don't know whether it's reduced or not. So what you want to do, you want to use the calculator, 78 divided by 108. And let's see. Okay, so apparently here you're going to be a decimal number. It's like 0.722 and 2. So you're going to round it to 0.722. That's one answer. The other way, you might be able to reduce 78 over 108. So you're going to go to math and keep it on the first one. You want to convert it into fraction and enter. So you're going to be 13 over 18. So it could be 13 over 18 is a good answer as well, right? 13 over 18, or you're going to be 0.722. All right, this is your answer. Okay, let's go and verify it then. So 13 over 18, check it. And great, the first part was correct. Now, what we are looking for, B, we want to find the probability of coffee given that is contains cookies. All right, so this is a conditional probability. This shouldn't be really difficult if we do it on that chart. So coffee given it is contains cookies. Let's go back to the whiteboard. So the question is the probability of coffee given that contains cookies. All right, so how can I write this is in conditional probability is coffee again. The given is a bar and cookies, right? All right, so this is the given. How do you do this? So how can I do this the easy way? Actually, if I have the graph here, so if I have the chart here, so I'm clearing the chart. Let me take the 16 away here. All right, so how can I do this one? Again, is if you keep in mind that this cookies, you are right now, you are changing your universal set into cookies. From everything there only cookies. It means this is your new universal set. This is your new total. So this what you see here are the cookies. All right, this cookies over here, it became your universal set. So what I mean about the universal set, before used to be the whole numbers here, the whole box is universal set. Now our total, it would be just these two. So it means we are dividing by 13 plus 16 only. Now going back to the coffee, so the coffee is your event. So this is your event. All right, so the coffee is only 13, so it's going to be here. Therefore, it's going to be 13 divided by 13 plus 16, right? And this is going to be 13 divided by 29. And I think we cannot reduce this, so it's already reduced. So this is your conditional probability for B, 13 over 29. Again, so I hope you understand it. This became the event, and this became the universal set. All right. Okay, let's go and check it then. 13 divided by 29. And let's verify it. Check. Great, it went through. Now the last question is, we are looking for probability of coffee and mugs, right? So let's go to the whiteboard again. All right, so see here, we are looking for the probability of coffee and mugs. All right, so this is the intersection, all right? So if I'm doing coffee and mugs and I'm having the table, so technically I'm gonna highlight the coffee, all the coffees, and then I'm gonna highlight all the mugs. And this is contrary to the OR statement. The OR statement, you take any shaded area, and here you take only the double shaded area. So that's the intersection. And this is divided by the total again. So total number. which is 108 again. So total number is this one. So we don't have a conditional here. So this is going to be 108 here. We go back to the universal set, the original one. Or what is the double shaded or the double colored for us? So it will be only 17. That's all. So this is the number that you're looking for. That's coffee and marks, right? So do you see only coffee and marks, 17 of them, they have coffee and marks, right? So this is going to be 17 over 108. And again, I don't know whether it's reduced or not. 17 is a prime number. So yeah, that's reduced fraction, right? So then let's go back and plug it in. All right, 17 over 108, let's check it. And that's correct. Great. We're done with number 19 then.